evening, everyone. Thank you for your patience in waiting tonight, and thank you all for being here. Today's meeting is a regular meeting for Wednesday, June 24th at 7 p.m. Can we all please rise to the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Councilmember Brusher.
Present.
Councilmember Coyle.
Yes.
Councilmember Dima. Here. Councilmember Kentos.
Here.
Councilmember Patel.
Here.
Councilmember Batil.
Here.
Councilmember Shmuel.
Here.
Adequate notice.
Adequate notice of this meeting as required by the Open Public Meeting Act of 1975 has been provided by the Home News Tribune, Star Ledger, Desi Talk, and News India Times on November 17th, 2025, and Post Main Lobby Municipal Complex on that same date.
Thank you all for being here tonight. For anyone who's here for the first time, there are agendas on the back table for you. If you're looking for any backup on resolutions or ordinances, that is also available on the back table. For those who are watching from home, you can catch this on YouTube. Also, you can click on the township website, go to council, and through the council agenda, you'll see direction to come to this meeting. If you have any further questions or emails, you can send it to myself, Joe Coyle, at jcoyle@edisonnj.gov. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to move forward to 4. We have a resolution of recognition. Clerk, read resolution.
Whereas on the morning of May 16, 2026, the Edison Fire Department was dispatched to the Interstate 287 for a report of a motor vehicle accident with entrapment and fire. Whereas upon arrival, members encountered a tractor trailer containing approximately 8,800 gallons of gasoline with the passenger vehicle pinned through underneath the rear, representing the heavy fire conditions, significant exposure hazards, and fast-spreading flammable liquid fire. And whereas firefighters were flagged down by police on scene and observed a victim trapped in close proximity to the intensive flames. Despite the extreme heat preventing immediate access, these members acted with exceptional courage by reaching the victim, removing him from the danger zone, and dragging him across 2 lanes of the highway to a place of safety. And whereas the entire fire first alarm assignment under dangerous conditions to control the incident, mitigate hazards, and protect the public. Whereas it is the desire of the Township Council to publicly recognize and honor such acts of heroism and outstanding service for the members of the Edison Fire Department along with Edison Police Department, whose actions on the scene were intricate to the safety and success of the incident response. Whereas the Township Council seeks to commend the collaboration dedicated for both departments in protecting the residents and travelers along Interstate 287. Now, therefore, be resolved by Municipal Council, Township of Edison, State of New Jersey, we recognize and commend Battalion Chief Michael Wheeler, Captain Michael Duig, Acting Captain Timothy S. Bricolis, Firefighter Francis Esso, Firefighter Patrick Doherty, Firefighter Tom Lincho, Firefighter Jared Jeffries, Firefighter John Hansen, Firefighter Garrett Ruchis, Firefighter Jeffrey Coleman, Firefighter Alex J. Natick, Firefighter George Cassell, Firefighter Sam Malonzo, Officer Carolyn Gomez, Officer Brandon Gall, Officer Jose Altamont, Officer Brian Hartman, Officer Robert Spadoro, Officer Joshua Solon, Officer Christina Valcapable, sorry. Officer Ronald Sams, Officer Matthew Turner, Officer Jeremy Jeffries, Officer Anthony Pallone, and Sergeant Joseph DePasquale.
Thank you, Madam. At this time, we're going to open up this resolution to the public. If anybody would like to speak, you can come to the podium and say a few words. Seeing none, can I have a motion to close the public portion?
You got one.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Sure, please come up.
Elizabeth Conway, 20 Netherwood Circle.
You're welcome.
I could not let it go without talking about my appreciation for all these gentlemen and women that protect our area and ran to a very dramatic situation. I applaud them and I appreciate you each and every day.
Joyce.
Joy Ship, Edison, New Jersey. I applaud and I'm very thankful for our fire department, and they go places where I would never go. And that danger that I've seen, the fire blazing so much, it really takes really brave men to step in. And I thank them all for doing the things that they do to keep us safe every day. Thank you.
And women.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. And women also, I must say, and women also.
Would anybody like to speak? Yes, sir.
Kamlesh Patel, Greenwich Road.
Welcome.
North Edison. A lot of people provide a lot of different services, but these gentlemen and the fire department provides the most selfless service you can ever find. In order to put yourself in complete danger, to help others who are already in danger, special breed. So thank you so much. Salute to all of you.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public who'd like to have a comment? Seeing none, can I have a motion to close the public portion?
Motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Public portion is closed. Can I have a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt.
Have a second? Second. Council comments from my right, Councilman Brescher?
I wasn't there that day, but I did read about it, and I have heard about it. And it is commendable that you guys were actually able to get, guys and gals were able to get it all under control. It was really a remarkable thing. I mean, I got texts telling me what was going on, and the sheer volume of it, made it sound terrifying. So knowing that you guys were all out there, and gals, I'd like to say thank you to everybody, to all of our first responders that we have. So thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Dima?
I just wanted to take a moment to thank the first responders who served our township during, we have the two resolutions for both resolutions. In both situations, our first responders acted quickly, professionally, and courageously, working under challenging conditions to protect lives and properties. And their training, teamwork, and commitment were on full display, and we're incredibly grateful for your efforts. So thank you.
Council President Kentos?
I just want to say it's incidents like these, large incidents like this, that remind us how important our first responders are. I mean, a huge catastrophic fire like this, and to the public and to our first responders. So I commend them all. I appreciate our first responders in town, and I want to thank them for doing an excellent job. And I pray for their safety all the time. Thank you.
Councilman Patel?
Yeah, so on the first one, the 287, I saw the smoke in the air. It definitely looked very scary. Kudos to you all, not only taking care of the issue, but doing a great job in a timely manner. And this is not the first time. You guys always step above and beyond should there be any issue in the town. A lot of residents don't realize that, but it's the amount of efforts that you put, your life you put at risk, and that's totally incredible. All these years, Edison has been safer and better, and thanks to you all. Great job.
Councilmember Patel?
Thank you, Council President. This was one of the finest, I would say, the coordination, the communication between the police, fire, as well as the residents. Also, the administration, they were very quick to inform the council members what was happening. Kudos to all the firefighters who were involved, including the police officers. I always say that we are the finest and the best police and the fire department in the state of New Jersey. Again, kudos and keep up the good job. Thank you.
Councilmember Saf Shmuel.
I want to say that it's an honor to recognize a group of individuals who don't seek recognition, but certainly deserve it. While most people see danger, our brave men and women of the fire department and the police department run towards it. They demonstrate exceptional courage, professionalism, and teamwork under difficult conditions. On behalf of our residents, thank you for your services, your sacrifice, and your unwavering commitment to protecting our community.
Thank you, Councilmember. Just for myself, it's wonderful to see the turnout for public safety, and listening to this situation that happened on Route 27, I can't imagine being the chief at that moment of the fire department and being the chief of police to dispatch the different agencies to be there at that time to make what needed to happen for such an explosion like that. If you're any town surrounded by Edison, you're lucky to have the mutual aid that we can provide for your town. I mean, you are fortunate. What we have here today in front of us and what we have for those who are not here today is quite amazing. It's impressive, the training and the time you take and the amount of moves that are happening on the way to a call like this. It's unimaginable to know what it's like to be in a fire truck driving 70 miles an hour in your gear, not knowing where you're going to wind up going. I'm truly proud to be a part of Edison and our leadership and passing budgets that matter and knowing that public safety makes Edison great. It truly does. And I'm grateful. Thank you for all your time and sacrifice. It's not just you and the time, but your families who have to sit at home and wait for the unknown call that you're on. Thank you. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Councilmember Brescher.
Yes.
Councilmember Dima.
Yes.
Councilmember Kentos.
Yes.
Councilmember Patel.
Yes.
Councilmember Patil.
Yes.
Councilmember Shmuel.
Yes.
Council President Coyle.
Yes. We're going to do one more resolution, then we'll have everybody up. So if you don't mind, we're just going to go right to the next resolution. Madam Clerk, read resolution.
Whereas on the night of May 20th, 2026, the dedicated members of the Division of Fire were dispatched to 149 Marina Drive for reported structural fire with fast-moving conditions, central advising of multiple individuals trapped within numerous apartments. And whereas upon arrival, responding companies encountered a harrowing scene consisting of a working fire in a basement apartment rapidly venting and exploring upper floors with desperate residents seeking rescue from windows on multiple sides of the burning structure. And whereas under heavy smoke conditions and extreme distress, the responding firefighters executed flawless, aggressive rescue operations on both the A and C sides of the building, including the utilization of aerial and ground ladders to evacuate a total of 5 trapped individuals, including 3 children, from an upper floor, and the daring entry through a second-story window to successfully rescue a wheelchair-bound resident. And whereas members of the initial arriving companies simultaneously managed critical water placement to darken the exterior fire, made single-handled internal attacks within initial backup to hold back the flames, and searched high danger zones above the active fire within the protection of the hose line to ensure no life was left behind. Whereas the extreme bravery, rapid coordination, and selfless actions demonstrated by the Division of Fire on this night directly prevented a catastrophic loss of life, exempling the highest traditions of the fire service. Now therefore be resolved that Township Council hereby is officially recognized and commends the following for their selfless and heroic actions. Battalion Chief Joseph Ansamo, Acting Captain Timothy Aspercolis, Firefighter Sam Molzato, Firefighter Jeffrey Coleman, Firefighter Francis Esso, Firefighter Pat Doherty, Officer Nicholas Muscalo, Officer Darren Hutchinson, Officer Adrian Chammy, Officer James Duffy, Officer Alfred Bispo, Officer Insania, Officer Michael Kohat, Officer Michael Pushar, Firefighter John Hansen, Firefighter Gary Ruchis, Firefighter Alex J. Nadiak, Firefighter Andy Latham, Firefighter Cody Yorkstone, Firefighter Nick Campbell, Officer Joshua Van Wert, Officer Asmar Kemp, Officer Nicholas Parody, Officer James Wellen, Officer William Kenny, Officer Brandon Gall, Officer Alan Esposito, Officer Martina Stewart.
At this time, we're going to open up to the public for any comments. Would anybody like to raise their hand? Yes, Mr. Massaro?
Thank you, Council President. My name is Tony Massaro.
Welcome. Former councilman.
I live at 86 Laurel Hollow Court, and I've been a resident of this township for a lot of years. And I've seen a lot of things, especially relative to public safety. I've had the unfortunate task of doing what you do when deliberating over a budget. And at that time, you get a lot of complaints, a lot of snide remarks about what members of public safety receive and how much it costs. And it just frosts me when that occurs. Because as Councilman Schmuel mentioned, when there's danger, when there's a problem, we all run away from it. And at the same time we're running away from it, these men and these women are running towards it. And I've not seen in all my years here any instance of where any member of this township would be less than proud of what these folks do. And that comes from the top of the organization, that goes to the bottom of the organization. It's just part of the culture of Edison Township. And I, for one, couldn't be more proud. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes. Please come up.
Elizabeth Conway, 20 Netherwood Circle.
Welcome.
It's very timely that we're recognizing these brave firefighters and policemen and two horrific happenings in a row, or not in a row, in the same year. But it's rather interesting that there's two resolutions on the docket tonight for tools and equipment for the fire department and the police department. Now, many times I get up and I call you out on spending too much money, but I'm going to let you know tonight those two resolutions went to good use, and we need to continue supporting our fire department and police department.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to counting on you coming when we pass the budget. Still need the whole budget to make it happen. Is there anybody else would like to comment? Yes, sir.
Well, I want to say another great example of the selfless service that these.
Now, excuse me, don't let her leave. That's part of why we're all here. So do not leave.
Okay. Another excellent example of how they save lives for all of us and make our lives very safe so we can sleep in peace. My request to all of them here, the common men of Edison, to stand up and give them a standing ovation, please.
Mr. President,
Council President James Walsh, the president of the Edison
Welcome.
Fire Association. Thank you, Council President. The Edison Firefighters Association would like to thank the Township Council for recognizing our members who responded to the tanker fire on Interstate 287 and the apartment fire on Marina Drive. These incidents spotlight the emergencies our firefighters and fire officers face while protecting the community. They also serve as a reminder of the dedication and professionalism our members demonstrate every day to provide the level of protection and service our community expects and deserves. At the tanker fire, our members worked under challenging conditions to extinguish the blaze, contain fire extension to surrounding areas, and protect nearby property and infrastructure. Their expertise, training, and teamwork were on full display throughout the incident. At the Marina Drive fire, firefighters and fire officers arriving first on scene were confronted with a fire in a fully occupied apartment building. Working alongside our brothers and sisters in the police department, our members conducted rescue operations that resulted in the safe removal of numerous occupants from the burning building, some via ground ladders, others from fire department aerial ladders. The teamwork and coordination between the departments played a critical role in protecting lives during this emergency. We are proud of the actions taken by all those involved and grateful that their courageous efforts are being recognized. Thank you.
thank you. Any other members of the public would like to speak? Seeing none. Okay, motion to close the public portion.
Motion.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The public portion is now closed. Can I have a motion to adopt?
Motion to adopt.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any council comments?
Council President,
Yes.
this is one of the finest example, possibly when people recognize there is a fire. Firsthand, I would like to thank Chief Toth, who gave the demo to this council. Actually, I was fortunate enough, I think, the council president as well. We went through the exercise, and it was, I don't think even common man can look through that. It was so difficult, and all of you go through this every single situation. So these residents are counting any day and every day. So again, thank you for your service. Thank you for saving the life, and we can always count on you. Thank you.
Thank you. And the council, thank you.
Council President?
Any council, yes, council Vice President Kentos.
No, I just want to point out that on May 20th during this fire, we actually had a council meeting here. And I believe there were 2 incidents on that day. This was the later one that took place later in the evening, and there was an earlier one. I think somebody might have been trapped, because I remember Chief Toth leaving. And, it just goes to show that, they're just not handling one incident a day. They could be handling multiple incidents, but they had 2 this day that I know of, and just want to commend them again for it. And again, I pray for all your safety. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other members of the council would like to comment?
Council President?
Yes, Councilman Brescher?
I'm going to echo what I said before, but I'd also like to put a little caveat, and to all the men and women, you know this, but the residents don't know this. When we heard the list of how many people showed up to these fires, and we know that our local fire stations don't have all those people, it's a massive coordinated effort to get all these engines down there and all these people down there to make sure that you can save every life that's possibly out there. And at the same time, I know that our chief works with other districts and mutual aid to make sure that we're still protected around the rest of the town. So to see that whole thing transpire is kind of, it's a very coordinated event. And the public, should know that. If you see by that list of how many people were just at that fire, it's kind of amazing. But again, I'd like to thank everybody that was also here, and thank you for your service to Edison.
Any of the council members wish to comment? Thank you. I just, again, want to thank the men and women in both the Fire Department and Police Department, and I want to thank our leadership underneath Chief Bryan and Chief Toth. I've known the both of them for a long time. The chief always had that hair, and I had the same hair back then. But both of them have great resources, and I've been friendly with them for a long time. I'm truly confident when it comes to an opportunity, a situation for this town, they are the best leadership to coordinate with everyone in leadership in all departments. And I want to commend all of you for coordinating and communicating together. When times are tough and you're flying down the highway, I don't know how you can hear each other on the radios, and your adrenaline is at 100 miles an hour, arriving at a scene and coordinating an effort to make sure the area is safe by police and fire, making that extra stretch to pull someone out of a burning building, taking that extra step, that extra risk, is definitely not something I ever thought of doing. I wanted to remind people to stay here, and if their kid is making no, I don't care. I want people to know that there are families here who have a member, a husband or a wife out there doing this job and someone is waiting to hope they come home to their family. And that is, when you hear a sound of a child crying, you have to understand what they're out there doing every day. And up here at the dais, we get a couple of punches here and now, but our adrenaline doesn't go as high as everyone here in this room does. So I want to commend all of you for the great work you do. Thank you for saving lives. Thank you for stretching that extra mile into the territories we don't see every day. And thank you, Chief Bryan, and thank you, Chief Toth. I couldn't think of any two people that are more resourceful in this town to help us move forward. And I also want to look forward to those who want to come on, not to plug our budget, but our meeting is July 20th. And if you can tell friends how important it is that we pass a budget for public safety and for fire, and how important this role is for us to be prepared, truly important. Thank you. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Councilmember Brescher.
Yes.
Councilmember Dima.
Yes.
Councilmember Kentos.
Yes.
Councilmember Patel.
Yes.
Councilmember Patil.
Yes.
Councilmember Shmuel.
Yes.
Council President Coyle.
Yes. We're going to ask everyone to come up that has, through both chiefs' recommendation, please come up, and the families, everybody come to as much as you can here, and both chiefs are going to be in the front and make some comments, and we'll give out the resolution. If all council members can come up as well.
Let's turn it right. Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I want to congratulate all the firemen and women and all the policemen and women for this. Working together, they save lives. The 287 fire, unfortunately, somebody succumbed to injuries, but it was after 24 hours, but they did everything they could. But the Marina Drive fire, by far, working together, saved lives. Chief Bryan and me talked to the council, and they put this resolution together, but I want to commend everybody here.
Thank you, Chief Toth. Council President, Council Vice President, and esteemed council members, thank you very much for the kind words. Very much. I want to thank Mayor Joshi and his staff and the council for providing the equipment that we need to succeed. Police, fire, public safety, we all need the best equipment. We have the best training. We have the best individuals here in Edison Township. I am extremely proud to head this police department. I am extremely proud of each and every one of our members of our police department, almost 200 members, men and women, that put that uniform on every single day and put their lives on the line. And the collective effort between our esteemed fire department and the police department together, what they've done is save lives, because that's what they do every day. They're out there and they save lives. They put their lives at risk to save the lives of people in Edison Township, our great residents, and not only that, the people that visit our great town in Edison Township. So my sincere thank you to all my officers and also the firefighters. Thank you very much for your sacrifice.
Thank you, Chief. Where's Chief Toth? Is he? He's finding me somewhere. Chief, you can say a few words? Okay. Now, everyone's got to be quiet around here. Okay.
I said them, but it was when everybody was walking up. I couldn't be more proud of the fire and the police department working together, the men and women of the fire department. That wasn't your average call. As Council Vice President Kentos said, on that night at 6:40, we had that heavy storm, and there was a house fire report with people trapped or a lady trapped. Luckily, they got there. That wasn't the case. They knocked the fire up at 11:40 p.m. that night. They got the call with multiple people trapped. And when I pulled up, I saw firemen laying down, their bottles were out, and people working together, rescuing people out the windows. And I believe one was paralyzed from the waist down. So I commend the police and the fire department working together. Those people know that you made a difference in their life. So congratulations to all of you. It means a lot to this township.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, before anybody moves, I just want to ask Kelly to stand here and the chief so we can get a photo op of these resolutions. Councilmember Kentos, and just to two of you, and then Chief, would you please go here? Let me stage this photo. Okay. You're gonna hold this?
I'm surprised he doesn't say that I belong to the hair club.
Well, we weren't gonna get into that right now, but there's been trips to Turkey unknown. Just hold this right here. Kelly, Chief, and you two right here? Okay. All right. Did anybody wish to say something? We covered everybody? Okay, fantastic. Photo time. Jim, you're not coming up here? How do you not come up here? Jim Welsh. Jim, come on up. Come up here. Find the guy to come up here. It's humble, too humble.
Miles. Oh, good girl. All right, I got mine.
Okay. Okay, we have a stack of resolutions that will be given to each one of you. I'm sorry we're not passing them out, but the clerk has them, and if you want to stay all night, we can pass them out individually, but we have a stack to give to the chief. Okay, this is yours, but we have copies for each person, each officer, each firefighter. Okay? We're good? We're done?
Yeah, you're good.
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Sorry, Ken. Nice to see you, man. Good. You're going to see me sometime. Nice fight. Gotta see you. You all right? Thanks, sir.
I'm gonna have to bust her on that.
Yes.
So you're good? Everything's good, right?
Yeah. Hey, can we all please stay just for one more minute, please? We're doing another recognition resolution for our clerk. If you just stay for just 2 minutes. I guess I wasn't supposed to tell her that.
No, you can tell her now. It's fun to tell her. Surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Sheet that has your name on it is not you.
Hold on.
Surprise resolution.
Do you know how many votes you need?
It's not going to be easier. You there? 1, 2, 1, 2.
8.
Should we argue about that now, AJ?
All right, we're going to move forward right here. I just want to first, separately, I'd like to
Who printed it?
discuss a dear friend, colleague, and clerk of the Township of Edison, Cheryl Russamano, who is retiring, and today is one of her last days, and certainly her last day as clerk next to one of the finest council presidents around, but soon to be replaced by somebody else in 6 months. But I have a few things to say that were written, but I also can't help but to say some things I do know about Cheryl. I am pleased to have served I'm pleased to serve at her side in the clerk's office along with Deputy Clerk Marlena. It's been years of history. I think most of you know I may have met Cheryl about 35 years ago, and I'm quite certain she was proud when I finally became a council member. And from that day, she certainly gave me a warm welcome here at the dais. I can't thank you enough for your hard work. It's been a slightly emotional day. Many discussions with Cheryl at the same time. We are working on many things together before she leaves. But we haven't had a chance to actually sit back together and think about how long we've known each other and the emotional tie between her job and the life we lived before she got here and the life we hope that she enjoys after. And I'm hoping to make her cry. That's part of my goal. But we are so busy this week with budgeting, talking about bamboo, and things that were important. None as important as all of you today here in this resolution for public safety. But I hope we get a chance tonight to truly celebrate her final decision to retire, which was not easy. I was there at the moment when she invited me into her office to tell me as council president that she's retiring, and it gave me a chill through my, entire body to my scalp, like I just ate some hot jalapenos. And I am truly pleased that she's made this decision, not an easy decision, when you can probably sit back and, stay in this job for another 2 years. I think maybe she knew it was time to be a part of living with her family and not sacrificing her family with work. And that's not an easy task for any one of you in this room that have to do that every day. Not see your kids, not raise your kids day to day, not babysit them as much as you could, but you have to work a job. And there's a lot of sacrifice before you get in this role. And I truly know the sacrifice that Cheryl has done. So I just want to say on behalf of the council, our Mayor Sam Joshi, my council vice president, Rob Kentos, we are truly proud of this decision you've made. Not easy, and look forward to your retirement, enjoying life, vacationing. I almost hope you forget about us for the next 3 months and then come back and say hello. But I hope you truly enjoy your life, what you choose, and every day is about you and your grandkids and your husband and your family. Before we give out our plaque, I just want to ask for any other council comments. Thank you. Yes.
Council President.
Yep. Yes, sir.
We should let the public speak first.
Public comment first.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Public comment.
Okay.
It's a surprise resolution.
Okay.
See the public comment.
Well, at this time, we'll open to the public. Yes, Margo.
Margo Harris, 43 Oak Hills Road, Edison. Cheryl.
Can you speak close to the mic? I'm sorry.
Cheryl Rustamano. I have to say that during my 4 years on council, I consider one of my biggest achievements, and I couldn't have done it without you, was getting you to correctly pronounce Councilman Shmuel's name. I had to put moo and then a sh and an L at the end of it, but you've gotten it. You've gotten it down pat. Cheryl, you were, during my time on council, you were just steady and always responsive. If we had questions, we would hear from you, whether email or a call back. And sitting next to you last year as council president was an honor and it was a privilege. You've done a wonderful job, a wonderful service. You've earned this retirement, and I hope that you're not a stranger around here. You will be missed tremendously, and we cannot thank you enough for your service. You're going to be you're going to have some big shoes to fill. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you so much.
You can call. Joyce, you can call. He's busy.
Yes, Councilmember Massaro. I just wanted to confirm, this is not a resolution, we're just doing we're courtesy of open public comments to the retirement.
Gotcha. Knowing Edison Township, it couldn't be otherwise, Council President.
No, thank you.
My name is Tony Massaro, 86 Laurel Hollow Court, Edison, New Jersey, and I'm here representing the Edison Township Cultural Arts Commission. Cheryl, congratulations, and I hope the next phase of your life is what you wish it to be. My time and my experiences made the routine look effortless, and she made the difficult look routine. For you as council members to fill that seat is going to be very difficult. I would suggest, though, that, from my humble opinion, you might not have to look too far because that person may be in your presence this evening. At this point, Council President, I'd like to use the remainder of my time to have the members of the Cultural Arts Commission come forward and make a presentation to Cheryl Russomanno. Thank you.
Thank you. Molly.
Lois Tarr, 52 Reeder Road, Edison, New Jersey. Cheryl, you've always been there whenever we had a question, whenever we had a comment, whenever we had something we needed to get done. You were there to help us. Thank you, and you will be missed. Don't make yourself a stranger to to everybody, though.
Don Tar, 52 Reeder Road, Edison. Cheryl, people don't realize how difficult it is to balance all the jobs that you have to balance from day to day. All the effort it takes, all the skill it takes, and the passion to do the job the way you have done it is remarkable. There's not much more I could say. There are very few accolades that you probably haven't heard recently, but God bless and Godspeed.
Hi, Cheryl. I wish you, I consider this not a retirement. I consider this a graduation. And you're on to a whole new chapter of your life. I wish you the best. I've known you for many, many years. And it seems like you're a part of the fabric of this town, and you will always be. And I wish you the best. Have a healthy, happy retirement.
And on behalf of the Cultural Arts Commission, we wanted to present you with a token of our esteem. So.
Yeah, sure could. Why not? I'm sorry. Walter Stoschel, please. I'm going to run this
Walt
out.
Stoschel, 2118 Oak Tree Road.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to thank Cheryl for all the years of service to the township, and we appreciate all her work that she's done for the Open Space Committee, making sure our meeting dates are in line and that we get the rooms that we need to meet. It's always been very helpful. The clerk's office is a very important office in this government. And the public really doesn't understand or realize what the clerks do. You couldn't have these meetings, look at all the liquor licenses and other things that you have to vote on. That's all things the clerk does. The voting, it's a tremendous job. And since I've been coming to meetings, the clerks have always been very helpful to me, looking for information and stuff. And I go back to when Lucille Tucker was the clerk of the township. So that's a long time ago. So I wish you well, and thank you for all the things you've done for us.
Thank you. And yes. Joyce.
Rachel Freeman, Edison, New Jersey. At first, this person told me they're Republican, and they love the fact that you're non-political. They said that's a very good part about you. Lois Wookie told me to give you all her love and that you are an outstanding person in the office of the clerk. And I'm telling you now, a lot of things, I didn't realize how hard your job was until I sat in a seat. And I seen how you had to schedule this, how you had to do this, how people were always coming up against other people and all the craziness, the dysfunctionalness that you had to sit through, and you made it through, which is good because you deserve a vacation sitting through all this stuff, especially in Edison. Matter of fact, they should pay for your vacation and send you to a spa off someplace just to enjoy yourself, your husband, and your children. But everybody knows if you sit in that seat next to Cheryl, she's very, very helpful. Things you think you know, you don't know. And never, ever, ever did she ever take a side. If you're sitting in that seat, she's very, very professional. And I think that's very good. And I think that she's one of the most outstanding persons whatsoever in this building. And they don't know they're going to miss you until after you're gone, because a lot of people don't realize what they have until after it's gone. So best of luck and everything with you and your family. Have a great, matter of fact, start off with a good summer at all. Thank you.
Thank you, anybody else? Yes, please.
Elizabeth Conway, 20 Netherwood Circle. I've been coming here for a number of years, and I realize the difficulty of your job, Cheryl. And I realize the paperwork that goes by you at a regular basis is astronomical. But the hardest thing, from my perspective, is dealing with them. And each year, dealing with a new president. It reminds me of the catcher of baseball having to deal with each and every pitcher. Well, now you have to deal with presidents of the council and be able to be ready for every one of their needs and answer all the questions that the council members ask. But the one thing I'm really going to be sorry about is many times I get up here and I ask a question and I don't usually get the full answer or the assistance that I truly think I should get, even though I may not. But being able to reach out to you and to get an explanation that I truly understand is so worth your weight in gold. And Marlena, she taught you well. So Godspeed to you. Good luck with your family. A new job is becoming. I have a t-shirt that says, I am not retired, I'm a full-time gammy. So you may not be retired, but whatever they call you will become your full-time job. Your life will change, and it will be different, and you'll love it, and we will miss you. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the public? Seeing none, this is not a resolution, so we don't have to have a motion to close. This was just comments on her retirement. But we do have something special for Cheryl, and we have a nice, beautiful plaque, which if we could all, wait up, we got comments from our council members. Did we finish our comments? No. Okay. Oh, right to my right, Councilmember Brescher.
But to your left.
Cheryl, listen, I'd like to thank you for your service to the town. I'd also like to thank you for helping me as a council member. I know it can be difficult at times. Yes, most people know it can be difficult, but you've always come through for me. I will tell you that. But being that you're retiring is good news. I enjoy hearing when people retire because we can't spend their whole lives working, giving it to the town. We do need to have a portion of our lives that's just for us. So I do hope that in your retirement, you can go out and get yourself a convertible and, let that wind come down and take them grandkids out. But thank you, and thank you for helping me. I truly appreciate it.
Councilmember Dima.
It's only been 6 months, but I just wanted to say thank you. You've been very helpful from the day that, I stepped on board up to the dais, and I want to congratulate you on your retirement, and just thank you.
Council Vice President.
Cheryl, I want to thank you for your years of service to Edison Township. I truly appreciate all Edison Township employees, and especially you. I want to thank you for, it's only been 6 months, like Kelly said, for me as well, but you welcomed me with open arms. You've taught me so much in a short period of time, and you stand by my side. You're available for anything I need. And I just have this weird feeling that I know you're retiring, but I still call people who retired from my job for advice. So unfortunately, I probably will be calling you a lot, but enjoy your retirement. And again, thank you for serving Edison.
Maybe a fee, processing fee. Cheryl will discuss that later. Consulting fee. I'm sorry, Councilman Patel?
Cheryl, so you may not remember this, but I do, obviously, because the first time I came to this town hall, 100 Municipal Boulevard, I saw you as I came for my son's birth certificate, and I was going around and I bumped into you at clerk's office, and then you showed me the way, this is what you do, you go there and you do this, you were so nice. After that, many years of interactions, especially I've noticed your dedication and commitment when time comes for the submission for the election forms. Then I have been poll worker in this town for quite a few cycles. I've seen you on your feet 5:30 in the morning till 8:30 in the night, and afterwards, I don't know if anyone has seen that, what happens there, the crowd that gathers there and all the work that goes behind the scenes. That's incredible amount of work. I don't know who can fill your shoes. That's a big, lots of work you put in all these years. So thank you so much for your incredible services. And with, like Kelly and Rob said, 6 months of our experience with the council was very pleasant, very nice, with all your help and support and guidance and everything. And I'm going to do the same thing that Kentos did. I'm going to call you. You're not retired for us. I will call you. It was a shock when I saw the email, about your retirement. I was like, oh, this is really happening. But yeah, so I can still digest that. So we're going to keep calling you. But really, all the best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Patil.
I think it's very difficult and emotional for her to may say something about Cheryl. When she called me first time that she's thinking about the retirement, and I was stunned. I don't think we'll ever be able to fill your shoes, Cheryl. I don't think any council president or anybody who sits next to you will be able to perform their duties. What people see is a different picture, but what you put together for that person is incredible. And I was fortunate enough to sit next to you, and it was a learning lesson, even though audience doesn't know what goes through that. But your hard work, commitment, passion, and unbiased willingness to help. Because this town is political, we all know there are ups and downs, but you balance so well. I don't think anyone, even in next 10 years, will be able to fill that shoes. And I personally will definitely miss you. I'm not going to say it is a farewell. It is not the last day for your work. We'll continue with the friends. We'll continue to talk, and I hope our memories will go along. Again, thank you and congratulations, and good luck for your retirement.
Councilmember South Shmuel.
Cheryl, this day is not going to be the same without you. We got so used for you to be there, and how you finally got my name right, and how you help the council president run the meetings by elbowing and telling him what and when he should do things. We see that, Joe, so don't take all the credit, Council President.
I don't.
But a really heartfelt thank you to you, because when I came into this position, you brought me up to speed very, very, very quickly. You taught me about this position, and you were always available anytime, whenever I called you, and I really appreciated it. I appreciate your professionalism, and congratulations on your retirement. It's going to be a great time for you to enjoy your grandchildren. You earned it, you deserve it, and you'll be missed. Thank you.
Thank you, council members. We have a presentation. If the members of the council would be so kind to come up forward and have Cheryl in the front and center, as she says, wonderful, great speech of her retirement, and put her on the spot, it'd be really good. Sure. This happens because of the deputy clerk and her work. But I just want to hand this microphone to Cheryl to say a few words, and you can take as long as you'd like.
Short and sweet.
Now, come on.
I'd just like to say it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve this town for 14 years. I've lived in it for 45 years. I'm a resident of this town. I raised my children here. My daughter has 2 businesses here. I'm not going anywhere. I love this town, and I'll miss all of you. And listen, I couldn't be as good at my job without my girl by my side since my last one retired. I no sooner start, and I had somebody retire on me, and it was a new career for me. And Marlena, you are best. Thank you. Thank you.
I know it's here. I want to call Jessica too. I want Jessica to be in the picture.
Sure.
I don't know if you move to it, so we can move back. With all the council, with all.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to stage it. So you two can be next to Councilwoman Dima. Council Vice President, you want to get in front? Just sit. Doesn't matter. Good, and I'll sit in the back over here. I want to be taller than Rich. Good? Get up there. Wish you could be bigger.
I'm taking it from you. Don't cry.
More time now.
If I can have a motion for a 2-minute recess?
Motion to go in recess for, what, 5 minutes?
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's now 8:22. I just wanted to get a motion to reconvene our regular meeting. Have a motion to reconvene?
Motion to reconvene?
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's now 8:23. This order of council business regular meeting is reconvened.
Okay.
Council President?
Yes.
Before you move to the unfinished business, oh, you have the council president remark, but as soon as that is done, if you can entertain new business, that's where would the ordinance on the agenda, as soon as
Sure,
you
I'll
come
just,
into-
my brief council president remarks, which I've made before, will just be brief. I have no council president remarks. Nothing more than I said already about Cheryl, our clerk Rossmano, and the great work she's done along by my side. This is my second time serving as council president. And I think we've worked well together. It was certainly, this year was easier for me working it as my second time doing this. And I think I could not have done it without either one of them. And it's a good relationship during the day. And we, as Councilman Asaf said, he's right. She's doing a lot of work and making me look like I know what I'm doing. A lot of things are happening behind the scenes, and it really is wonderful to both Marlene and to the clerk. Thank you. Yes, Councilman Ajay Patil, you have order of business?
Yeah, but it's a new business, and I would like to move the motion to add the ordinance number, which we don't have the number. Ordinance amending Chapter 25 trees of the Edison Township Code to rescind Chapter 25, Section 17 bamboo.
Okay. Just one moment, Councilman. I just want to make sure the order of what you're requesting. I'm going to pass this to the attorney. I think, is your first motion to rescind the current bamboo ordinance?
Correct.
Okay.
That's to add on the agenda.
Yeah, okay. And what number are we going to do? What number are we going to give it, Madam Clerk?
You know, I guess 2284, 2026.
2284 what?
Dash 2026.
All right.
And this is to rescind.
To rescind the bamboo ordinance that he has. Councilmember, do you want to readdress your motion, just so we clear? You have motion 2284.
That's correct, Council President. Again, making it very clear that the intent is not to eliminate the bamboos. The intent is to codify it correctly that anyone who has a grandfather should not be punished. Anything between the two homeowners should go to the civil court or wherever it is, and that's the reason we need to work through some fine tuning and not at the discretion of any zoning officer or the health officer. It should be by law. It should work equally for every single resident. That's the reason, we are rescinding at this point in time. Not that we'll be entertaining bamboos. It will be added with some modification. Thank you, Council President.
Okay. So let me just clarify. As far as I know, the motion is to rescind the ordinance that is currently on the books today. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay. You have council comments. Any council comments?
Well, okay. Yes, I originally did pass the ordinance because I realized that bamboo is an issue. Invasive species are an issue. But the whole enforcement aspect and how we were putting the ownership seems to be problematic. And simply put, the simplest way to explain it is that if my property has bamboo, my neighbor doesn't complain when my bamboo grows onto their property. And then I move and somebody else comes in and they get rid of my bamboo that was there. Now they can call the code official for the neighbor, but the neighbor never planted the bamboo. So this just leads to like a problem for us for enforcement. And I think the whole, leaving it as like a civil matter is really a better way to go about it. Even though I do recognize that the species, that running bamboo is bad. So that's why I'm supporting changing this in a way. That would be it, Council President.
Okay, thank you. Any other council comments?
Council President?
Yes.
I just want to say, I looked at all the current cases out there. At least I believe I looked at all the current cases out there. I talked to the zoning officer about this, and unfortunately, there's not a one-size-fits-all. So I'm just going to echo my council colleague AJ Patil's comments, as well as Councilman Brescher's, that the ordinance needs to be reworked. And hopefully we can rework it quickly, and we can make it fit everyone. If not, probably leave it to the civil courts for this one. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Is there any other council comments? I just wanted to, I'm sorry, Councilman Shmuel, yes.
Echo both my colleagues. I agree that this should be a civil matter rather than a township referee. So I would support this ordinance as well.
Thank you, Councilman. I think this has been a long debate between council members, and I have to say it's important that each one of us individually has their time to put in to policy and set forth what they think is best for residents. My conclusion was to keep this ordinance in place and to wait till July 20th for some further investigation. From what I've learned, the confusion of this ordinance was whether or not the the resident who planted the bamboo would be responsible to mitigate the boundary property of the neighbor. That confusion is evident that it's not true. The responsibility of this ordinance, to be clear, is that the person who had planted this bamboo prior is obligated to remove it back 10 feet from their boundary, 10 feet, and mitigate that 10 feet from the property line. We were not requiring them to go on anybody's property, but that was the exact part of this ordinance. I do support my colleagues' interest in why they want to change it, and I see their value. However, I will be voting no. I would prefer this to be waited to the 20th just for some further review. We've gotten pretty far from where we were, and I do understand their patience. It's been challenged. I've made them wait about 4 months now with this. I would prefer to just wait one more month to see where we're at with this bamboo. That's just my position. Is there any other council comments?
Council President? Can
Yes.
I clarify something? So this is an ordinance change. This is an ordinance that has to be introduced. The vote tonight would be to introduce the ordinance. There wouldn't be a vote on this ordinance change until the July meeting.
Yeah, it's a motion to introduce.
It has to be, otherwise.
To rescind,
you
yes.
can't-
So there is some time here, but.
Yeah, it's a motion to introduce the ordinance that rescinds the bamboo ordinance. And so that would be heard for public comment and vote on the July 20th meeting.
Yeah, I clearly understand that. I just wanted it to be, if I couldn't reach a conclusion with my council members, I wanted to hope to get to the 20th. That was my goal. But I have to respect their position in how they feel as a member as well. No difference, I'll be voting no, but Madam Clerk, this is just an introduction. There will be no comments from the public for this. It's an introduction, and the hearing date will be set for this for comments. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Well, wait, shouldn't I read the title?
Okay, you can read ordinance. I apologize.
An ordinance amending Chapter 25 Trees of the Township Code to rescind Chapter 25, Section 17 bamboo.
Okay.
Now I need a motion.
And we're just going to re-clarify. A motion
I got that from agent.
motion to introduce.
We did that.
Just set down to the date.
Council President, I move this ordinance to be passed on first reading, published according to law for further consideration, and public hearing set down for July 20th.
Can I have a second?
Seconded.
Okay. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Councilmember Brescher.
Yes.
Councilmember Dima.
Yes to introduce.
Councilmember Kentos.
Yes.
Councilmember Patel.
Yes.
Councilmember Patil.
Yes to introduce.
Councilmember Shmuel.
Yes.
Council President Coyle.
No to introduce. We have, just one second.
Pass introduction.
Let's pass introduction. Which one, where's this, 22? We have a, hold on, 2284, 2285? Or 22.
Yep, so there's,
If we have another one, it's 2285.
and that would be 285.
Okay.
So you have another one
This
you're
is-
working on?
Did you want to do the mirror one for the state?
No, not at this time.
Okay, no problem. Okay, thank you.
That's it for the new one?
Yep, that's it. So we're moving forward.
Unfinished business.
Number 6, unfinished business. Go ahead, Madam Clerk, read ordinance.
Ordinance of the Township of Edison authorizing execution of a right-of-way use agreement between Pilot Fiber NJ LLC and the Township of Edison to locate, place, attach, install, operate, maintain fiber optic facilities within public right-of-ways for purpose of providing telecommunication services.
Hey, can we open this up to the public for any comments? Yes, Ms. Shipp?
Question. Joy Ship, Freeman, Edison, New Jersey. Is this about what is it, Comcast and all the different telecommunication people picking up people's lawns and stuff? fiber optic facilities.
Speak to the microphone, please. I'm sorry, Ms. Ship.
I'm trying to get within public rights of a way for purposes of providing telecommunication services. Is this in regard to them putting new stuff in Edison, different fiber optics for like Comcast and other different companies that want to come here?
I just wanted you to finish your questions first. Anything else?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
You
To the
can't
BA?
You can ask part two in here.
Okay,
You know,
absolutely.
in
Just
the
one
class- I'm
ordinance.
used to being in a classroom, you lead one question,
Thank
go
you.
to the next,
To
sorry.
the BA, do you have an answer for the question?
Yeah, I just want to know if that's,
Is this related to Comcast?
Yes.
It is not.
I didn't say just Comcast, I meant any other type of telecommunications. I just like the saying Comcast as one name. There's Optimum, there's a whole bunch of other telecommunication, devices going out through Edison, through the fiber optics and stuff, because I wanted to know how vast it was and what companies we were using.
Thank you. Any other comments from the public for this? Yes, Ms. Conway?
Elizabeth Conway, 20 Netherwood Circle. If we got no to the name Comcast, is Pilot Fiber a new company? That's my question.
No, this is just the product. I apologize, Council President.
No problem. I just wanted to make sure we don't get all questions have to go to the council president, just so we don't get. Your question, I'm sorry.
The answer to Ms. Freeman's was no to Comcast. So what I was asking is Pilot Fiber New Jersey LLC, a new company that will be coming in, or is it for existing companies?
Okay. To the BA, do you have an answer for that?
It's just for commercial entities. So what they do is just build the infrastructure. Our counselor, if he wants to fill in on exactly what that.
So Pilot Fiber is a CLEC. It's a, why do I keep blanking on what the first C is?
Dark fiber.
CLEC, it's a competitive local exchange carrier, which is a competitor business to other telecommunications companies under the Federal Communications Act. So it isn't related to Optimum or Comcast or any of those. It is essentially a data transfer company. They put in fiber optic cable that is used by, the way that it was described in the response to the questions from the councilman the other night, is they provide connectivity for stock exchanges, AI data centers, and enterprise businesses being those large businesses that have thousands of employees and multiple departments. Essentially, they put in fiber optic cable to order to handle whatever bandwidth the communications requirements are for the particular business. So if you have a large research and development company that requires a lot of exchange information with other institutes around the world, they would put that in to connect that facility. If it's an AI data center that needs to be connected through Edison, or and I know that this is always a concern if one eventually does get approved here, that would require that kind of infrastructure. They would have the ability to do that. If they have local connections to stock exchange and other markets that are required by commercial businesses, that's what it's a specialty high speed commercial servicer. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, can I have a motion to close the public portion on this introduction?
Motion.
Sorry, on this ordinance. Have a second?
Second.
Okay, any council comments?
Council President?
Yes. Sure, yeah, sir.
Okay, I Googled this company. What they seem to do is, yes, they do financial networks. They're pulling cable so that we get to a new world with AI and data centers. I happen to be, I guess I'm against data centers and I'm against AI just because I look at it like jobs are going to disappear and we're going to be dependent on the government for our livelihood. And I think it takes away purpose from human beings. So because of that, I'm not looking to help facilitate that growth, whether it be approving data centers or approving fiber being pulled. Currently, I know many people in the IT world that have been laid off. Anybody read the papers recently, you probably are going to read that there's another 8,500 jobs that they're losing here in New Jersey alone. Okay, and they're losing them because of the AI. The companies now are using the AI as opposed to, and everybody that thinks that they're protected, you're not going to be protected. Because once this happens, our teachers are going to be gone. It's a cascade effect. And you can't say that your children could be a plumber, because when your IT people and your lawyers and your teachers and all these people don't have jobs, there are no construction for those jobs. So I look at this as actually like a downfall type of thing. And government and elected officials do need to get on top of this, and they're not. So for the reason, like I stated, I don't want to be part of helping facilitate this or moving this forward. That would be it, Council President.
Thank you. Any other council comments?
Council President?
Yes, Councilman Patil.
I think there are many towns in the state of New Jersey who have banned the data centers in their own town, and for obvious reason. I think one of the council meeting I did mention that shortly we should be bringing that resolution on this council dais to ban the data centers in Edison Township. This is the precursor, laying down. And I was very specific in my question to administration as well as to attorney last council meeting, Mondays. If this is a residential, I'm fine. But if it is commercial, if it is a T1 line, I'm fine. But if it is for data centers, I'm absolutely not. And there is a reason behind that. So hence, I won't be supporting for this. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other council comments? Madam Clerk, roll call.
Need a motion a motion
May we have a motion?
to adopt?
A motion to adopt, I'm sorry. Okay, motion to adopt?
Council President,
Yes.
I move this ordinance to be passed first reading.
No, this is final adoption.
It's already been, this is
This is
unfinished
final
business. This is
adoption.
just.
Motion to adopt.
Have a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, roll call.
Councilmember Brusher.
No.
Councilmember Dima.
Yes.
Councilmember Kentos.
No.
Councilmember Patel.
No.
Councilmember Patil.
No.
Councilmember Shmuel.
Yes.
Council President Coyle.
Yes.
Failed. It's only 4 noes.
Yeah. I just want to comment that this is a BPU-approved fiber, so this will return. This is a formality for us to pass, and I do support my colleagues, and I definitely have an issue with data centers. However, this is an issue through the BPO, and we will look where that goes next time, for the next, when it returns. Thank you. Moving forward, this is clerk read ordinance.
An ordinance of the Township Council of the Township of Edison accepting an easement on a portion of Block 124, Lot 20-04 along Route 27 in the vicinity of 2193-2195 Lincoln Highway, Route 27, for maintenance purposes.
I'd like to open this up to the public. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, I have a motion to close the public portion.
Motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any council comments? I'm sorry, motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any council comments? Hearing none, Madam Clerk, roll call.
Councilmember Brusher.
Yes.
Councilmember Dima.
Yes.
Councilmember Kentos.
Yes.
Councilmember Patel.
Yes.
Councilmember Patil.
Yes.
Councilmember Shmuel.
Yes.
Council President Coyle.
Yes. Okay. Okay. And now we're going to open up for the first one is now on the resolutions underneath 8. You'll see they're listed under 8. There are proposed resolutions for spending, different contracts, and so forth. If you don't have an agenda, it is in the back, and you can get a copy of that, that you can comment on that. So right now, we're opening up the comments on the resolutions only. If you do want to talk about something else, that's going to happen at the end of this agenda, right at, we have it on 9, okay? Just so you're clear. And please open for comments for resolutions only. Yes, please come up.
Resolution 351.
Welcome.
Oh, Joyce Ship, Edison, New Jersey. Resolution 351, resolution authorizing tax collector to seek DLGS director's approval for mailing estimated tax bills after June 30th statutory deadline. So, I'm a senior citizen, so you gonna wait till 3/4 of the year go by before you can even tell me what my tax is? I can't even plan for my vacation for next year because of this. And if you don't pass a budget, how you gonna send somebody some tax anyway? That's a good enough question. If you didn't pass a budget, how you gonna assess us and tax us if it is no budget at that particular time?
Thank you. Just to answer the question, this happens every year, and it's happened underneath leadership of many council members, including council members that were former council members, voted for the same thing. So it is something that happens where we have the tax bill sent out before the budget. This is not the first time. Okay, do we have any other comments for the budget? Yes, please.
Elizabeth Conway, 20 Netherwood Circle. I'm talking about the same thing, the resolution 351-06-2026. My question is regarding the estimated tax bill that would go out. That would be for the August 1st tax bill, if I'm correct. And I heard that there's going to be a budget presentation or something on July 20th. So does that mean that the estimated bills wouldn't go out until after July 20th, or will they go out before July 20th? Because it is difficult when families need to have a budget. I know every year I have line items as to how much I can spend in my budget to make sure that I don't spend more than I have in my bank account. So pushing it to after July 20th would be close to almost the deadline for paying the August 1st taxes. So if that is being extended, will the tax bill that goes out to the residents be pushed beyond August 1st to give us an extended period of time to pay? Because no offense, this year we've heard that the Board of Education has gone up 6%, and we don't know what the municipal budget is going up. I heard rumors, but I don't know if rumors are correct, 4.5%. So that means it's going to be a decent increase, and it's something that I'm talking about. I need to be able to factor that into my budget. So am I going to be waiting to pay my taxes after August 1st because you're extending the estimated bills beyond June 30th? What does it mean beyond June 30th? Does it mean July 20th? Are we waiting for that? Are we waiting after July 20th? Or are we talking about July 6th, a week late? So that's my question.
I'll wait till your time is up. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I think I respect your questions, and I think they're great questions. I'll first refer to the BA, and I'll answer this as well as you. But just so the tax increase, if this budget is passed, is about $11.25 a month for the year for this municipal tax. So if we were to put out an estimated tax bill and forecast that out, the difference may be another $2 per month. So, I mean, I'll ask them, but I just wanted to at least share with you something you may have done on the Board of Ed. I'm not sure what you've done there, but it's not the first time we did it here. But I think they're great questions. To the BA?
Sure. So the first question, the August 1st building, it would reflect the estimated tax bill. So at the prior meeting, and we mentioned on Monday, the estimated tax bill reflects a 5%. So I just want to be clear on that. So it may be more or less depending on what the council, of course, then decides to do. Tax bills are always due quarterly. The date's not pushed unless otherwise, we get special permission or some extenuating circumstances. So just to answer Ms. Conway's question, it is an estimated tax bill. We anticipated before June 30th, but the local government services requires that we put a resolution on in order to, if it were to mailed after June 30th. So that's all I have, Council
Not
President.
definitive yet.
What we just said 5%. So the difference of the 4.4% increase, today's estimated quarter is a 5%. So that difference is probably $3 if we were less than that. But I think it's a great question. And but it's been done several times, the estimate. No different than your water bill is estimated, even if you don't make use of water, it's still estimated sometimes. So this is an estimate. But it will correct itself, and I'm certain the taxes are not going to 5% here, that's for sure. Thank you. Any other questions or comments on the resolutions? Hearing none, can I have a motion to close the public portion on resolutions only?
Motion to close the public
Can I
portion.
have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the public portion is closed on the resolutions only. From my right, do we have any resolutions to pull? Councilmember Brescher.
None this evening.
Councilmember Dima.
None.
Council Vice President Kentos.
None.
Councilman Patel.
None.
Councilman Patil.
None at this time.
Councilmember Shmuel. None. And there are none for me. Can I have a motion to adopt the consent resolution, please?
Motion to adopt the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Councilmember Brescher.
Yes.
Councilmember Dima.
Yes.
Councilmember Kentos.
Yes.
Councilmember Patel.
Yes.
Councilmember Patil.
Yes.
Councilmember Shmuel.
Yes.
Council President Coyle.
Yes. We're at number 9. Thank you, council members. We're at number 9. This is the part where anyone at any time can come up and speak on any topic you'd like. We're going to open up for oral petition remarks, open public comment. Please raise your hand if you'd like to speak. Sure, please come up.
Hello, my name's Patrick Durek from Greenwich Road.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you to the council for, oops, let me get this microphone up. Thank you to the council for your time and listening.
You're welcome to move it up, and if you're not comfortable, please make all the noise you want.
You're
not bothering us.
Much better. Okay. Okay, thank you to the council for listening to me, and I'd like to thank the police officers for keeping us safe. I'm here we're going to change gears a little bit. I represent the Polanski Park neighborhood group. We've been quite shocked by the drastic and kind of extreme renovation of the quiet grove behind our house. We're pretty close, and it's kind of it's a pocket park. People walk their dogs, little kids kick balls. My daughters went out to play wiffle ball one day, and they said, "There's a giant mound of sand. What's this?" So we looked into it. Some of the neighbors talked to the director in the park and the laborers, and they said they're making an events place for musical events, loud events. A stage? What? We were never told. So we never had a chance to give our own feedback, which, as residents close to a park, many of us bought our houses because specifically it's quiet, and we have busy lives, and we enjoy that quiet. So the fact that it took us all by surprise, galvanized us, and we've been talking, we've been going door to door. We've got 90 plus signatures on a petition to restore the plant's money on it. Just bring it back to how it was. It saves the town money and we're all happy. A few big issues, I know some of my neighbors will talk about it. Noise, potential for more crime, increased traffic, environmental impact, and trust. And I'm not going to go over all of them, but the noise, it said that this is a residential area. Houses are like right against this park. Food trucks, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know if you're there, but I think about that. If you want to sit on your patio, read a book, or listen to music of your own choice, you won't be able to. And so it doesn't seem right to me that it's that excessive, that to put a burden around Greenwich, Nicholas, Keene, and these communities, that we have to bear this excessive burden. And I can understand if it's a one-off, but if it's 4 days a week, 2 months, that's our summer. Potential for crime after, we know that the police officers will do a great job making sure it's orderly, but at some point people will leave, and people have to go home, even workers and law enforcement, and some will linger about. And they may look at their houses and say, hey, look, that house looks good. So that we're concerned about that. And we hear the town's able to park, they've given approval to park up and down our streets. That's a concern. Others will say more. Environment. Rats, raccoons from the food trucks, people will drop food. There's porta-johns. Again, not what we thought we were getting when we moved on to this quiet street. And then the trust. We feel like the mayor and the administration has breached our trust. And I went out and put signs for him. So it feels like a betrayal. And we hope you listen and think about this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Council President?
Do you want to wait to the end? Or no?
I just want to, make a, not to address the resident, but, Monday's work session, I did ask to Council President or administration, have we done the survey? And answer was yes, right?
Yes, the mayor did go and ask around the neighbors, and there was a request for a gathering space. So these are non-permanent structures, as you know. It is a temporary, let's see how this works. So nothing is set in stone. There is no band or music, just the first soft opening of it, which will be this weekend. We'll have an acoustic playing person there, so there's nothing in there that would amplify any additional noise than a regular, common space park would do.
Because the reason I raised my concern on Monday morning, council meeting, was because we received quite a few emails from the residents. And rather than responding one collectively on behalf of all of them, I asked that very specific question. If the survey was done, if the consent was taken, why there are complaints? But I will leave it here and we can hear from the resident. Thank you, Council President.
Council President, can I just ask the BA one question?
Sure.
I would classify this as programming, right? Is it an issue? And I know for tomorrow, right, that would be an issue to change the venue. But moving forward, is it an issue to change the venue to, let's say, Papanani Park? More suited, more conducive, there's more parking to larger events type of thing, than have it in your little local pocket park. And the reason why I say that is, I'm sure the mayor might have spoken to, in that district, there might be 300 people, right? So he might have spoken to 4 or 5. But if he went out to 30% of them, you'd have the 30% right here that would have said absolutely no. So like those little pocket parks, because that is the park where I live, right? It's kind of your little local park where you take your children, your grandchildren, you go for a walk as you're walking, through the neighborhood. It's not the type of thing where people want events to take place. In fact, the only thing that anyone ever asked, okay, and you know I asked this, right? The basketball hoop, right? If there's some way that we could fix the basketball hoop there for the kids. But could this be changed, in the future to a different venue?
To answer your question, and of course the concerns of the residents, this is a pilot program, if you will. We're going to see if it works. Again, we're taking all of the feedback, the concerns. We did meet with residents just a couple days ago here, alongside Recreation, just to listen to everyone's concerns. We certainly don't want to create an environment that would affect their quality of life. So we are certainly looking at it, and to your point, being that this is a temporary pilot program, we want to see exactly what that would entail for the neighborhood, and wouldn't want cause any harm or concern to the residents if there was any sort of effect with regards to the trash that they mentioned or any environmental issues. So we will be staffed during any programming, and our DPW, as you know, is out there on a weekly basis maintaining the area. So if there are any other concerns that we see, in terms of if there's inappropriate acts or anything like that, we certainly have our public safety involved, and they've been part of the conversation to know that this is going to be more of a gathering space, more than what it used to be. So certainly we want to make sure that everything right now, to your point, is temporary, and we're going to see how the programming is going to take place.
Okay, so quick question, just for that pilot program, we say it's a pilot program, they might not have any issue, right? I mean, if somebody's playing some music on just a guitar, right, and no one hears it, they might be okay. But my question is, how long does this pilot program last? Like, let's say that they're offended on tomorrow, right? How long do they have to endure that before we could possibly change the venue?
Well, we certainly wouldn't want them to endure it any more than, if it becomes a nuisance to the neighborhood. But what I would welcome is that they reach out to our office, and the mayor, as you know, is on a very brief paternity leave.
Yes.
And what we would like is to have all of these residents that are here and any other ones to invite you to meet the mayor next week. So if you could just reach out to our office, I'll give you my card. We'd like to meet everyone out there, just to explain and be as transparent as possible to what's going out there. But as you know, they're just picnic tables, they're Adirondack chairs. There was sand there, but that's just not a place where the, I guess if you want to call it the music or any sort of act would go. It would be more so on the south part of where the pathway is. And so certainly we want to invite the residents to meet with the mayor next week once he returns to just have an open conversation and get all the feedback that we can get. He did meet with residents, but certainly any other residents, we want to do that for them next week.
Okay, so could I be invited, or I know my councilman, Patil, he lives right around the corner too. Yep. It's like his park.
Sure. I'll make sure the mayor, if any council members would like.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Do you know off the top of your head how many tons of sand were dumped there? Because I saw this picture and it looked like maybe there were 4 or 5 triaxles of sand dumped there. Would you know that number?
I don't know that off the top of my head, but I certainly find that for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I'm open to listen. Anybody else want to speak? Sir, are you going? Okay. Sir, please.
My name is Steve Rosen, and I live on Greenwich Road. My wife and I have been living there for 48 years. It's clear to us and to all these people here that the mayor tried to just sneak this thing under the tent. There were plenty of times when people inquired after we saw the sand and the construction, and never was one of those things addressed by the mayor's office. A couple of days ago, some of us met with the recreation director and a representative from the mayor's office, Pat, and I'll forget his last name. And we had questions about parking, questions about the safety of the sand, questions about the food truck. And all we got in answer was, well, we'll just have to see how it goes. In Clark, when they have venues, they have restricted parking in all the neighborhoods around the park. No one even considered that in this particular thing, and they're not considering it now, even after we raised it. We raised it in writing, we raised it verbally, and all we're getting is, well, we'll just have to wait and see. And again, this was all done under the tent. They were trying to sneak this through, and the residents are very upset. You know, when the mayor was running, he came around and knocked on everybody's door. He didn't knock on anybody's door about this. I don't care what they say, nobody came around to talk to the residents. Thank you.
Thank you for coming up. Sure, please come up, sir.
Hi, everybody. Robert Shearer, 3 Greenwich Road.
Welcome.
You know, I'm living here so long, it used to be called Woodland Grove Park back then. In 1990, they wanted to develop this park. We begged them to leave it alone. All we wanted was passive open space, and they agreed. We wanted some security lights because kids would go back there. And at one point, they were driving around with ATVs and to all hours of the night. And we finally had some security lights back there, but somebody told me recently that why there are no more lights is because a tree fell on something. I'm at the end of Greenwich Road near Livingston Avenue. I'm at the end of the park. I have woods behind me. I get to look at a 30-foot stump of a tree that fell last week during one of the storms. The top half of that tree fell a couple of years ago, and we had to beg the township to come clean it up because it took out our fence. And they had to they cut it up into pieces and then left it there, and we had to get them to come back and get rid of it. So we're pretty convinced. Tell us. All right, so there was a swing set in the back there that was made out of plastic that over the years the kids set on fire and melted and burned. There's tennis courts that are buried under the natural, growth of the environment. There was where they put this, I don't know, it's like a 1,500 square foot beach they put in. There's already deer poop all over the place. They ran wires with extension cords all around for the string lights they have. I don't think anything was inspected yet. The electrical box doesn't even have a meter on it. They're supposed to be opening this thing up tomorrow. So there's a lot going on, and the mayor, I don't know who he spoke to, but our property's back up to this. I touched this park. We should have been notified. I had a deck put in a million years ago. I had to get a variance. And the neighbors that had to sign a piece of paper didn't even know where the heck my house was. And they sneaked this in the middle of the night. We hear trucks backing up, dumping all this sand. I thought it was one of the new homes going up around the corner, and guess what? It wasn't. So we're afraid of, we have around 24 deer living in the back. And we have red fox and all the other rodents and animals that live back there. So, this was just supposed to be an open space, passive, leave it alone. It was not maintained. We didn't care, but it was quiet. It's like a swamp. It floods. It's going to be a mess after the next rain. So I don't know if anybody looked before. There's 60 parking spaces in the lot where the juniors park, which is the parking lot for here. They put in a swing set near the parking lot. The police can't see what's going on back there. You can't tell me that the cop's gonna go back there and keep checking on this area to see that there's no kids making trouble. If you go up Grove, you look into this park, you'll see the parking lot, you'll see the swing set, and then you can't see anything. So the whole thing is no good, and actually, we want it out. Pilot program, no pilot program. Woodbridge has events going on. They put it in the soccer field. They put it in the field where it's out in the open. They don't shove in the back behind people's houses where you can't see it and you can't maintain it and you can't pay, you can't, you know, the safety hazards. So there's a lot, and I don't want to keep rambling, but you get the message. Thanks.
Council President, I have another question.
Do you mind if he?
Go ahead.
Please, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't.
No, no problem, no
Go ahead.
problem.
Council Vice President, please.
Yeah, please, please.
I want to hear
Of course, Council Vice
I have
President.
another question. Do we have a rendering of what was being done there? Did we get a drawing? Like, because, you know, I see these things posted all the time, like what we're doing at parks. Like Swales Park by me, they put in, years ago, you guys put in a volleyball net with one of these gigantic sand litter boxes, I call it, because it's just a mess. But do we have a drawing of this park, of the improvements?
I can certainly get one for you. Again, these are temporary, these are not permanent structures. So whatever rendering we get you would be of the park itself and what it would appear. Certainly show you where the sand is placed, but we can give you a...
Okay, fair enough, because if you truck all this sand in and the pilot program fails, then I got to pay somebody to truck all the sand out. Or do we leave the sand behind? Because I'm one of these people who I am completely against sand in the parks around here. I'll say it right here on the mic. They turn into giant litter boxes. And I know Beach Brescher, or Brescher Beach as they're going to call it, doesn't want any want it being used as a litter box. That's all I got, Council President.
Sorry, Councilman Schwartz, do you want to, just one more comment?
I just want to comment on some of the comments that we heard from the residents. The park is opening tomorrow. It's done. It's a pilot program. I would think that the mayor and the township are going to watch this park a little more now that we made this investment. I think there'll be more security. I think there will be more upkeep on at this park. And if it doesn't work, since it is a pilot program, if it doesn't work, then it may be reversed. But I would just like to ask the residents to give it a chance.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Like, we live next door to the park, and
Let me just sort of, I have to please introduce yourself. Can we stop the clock real quick? Reset, please, Marlene. Yeah, if you'd like to, just introduce yourself, your address if you'd like, and
I'm Karthika Malswamy, 21 Keene Lane.
welcome. You have the floor.
I live right behind the Polinsky Park, and before I start, I want to thank the firemen and the police department for all the work that they do. And I've been living in this area for 10 years, and we bought the house just for the backyard and how serene the environment is in the park. And this is we've been told they went and asked the residents, but we have a petition with 90 people already, and none of us have been asked. And I don't think maybe they went and spoke to a couple of people that don't live around the area, but certainly not the people who live in Keene, Pace, Greenwich, or Livingston, or Grove, and Nicholas as well. So I'm here to actually say it's real concern, and Patrick and Steve and everybody spoke before me and have the same exact concern. And even though they're saying yesterday somebody Pat was talking to us, and he said it was going to be just a couple of acoustic guitar, but then when we asked is it going to be amplified, and they said yes, it's going to be amplified. So we have a real concern, and we've been told give it a chance, but I don't think we have to give it a chance, because we have seen the softball field that is in the park has already been filled with sand, and it's completely filled with sand, and all these plastic dividers has been put in the middle of the park, and the kids run around and play there, and that's been obstructed now. And we also did few research, and so our planning board just adopted new Edison master plan in July 2024, and the fundamental purpose of that plan is to protect the residents' quality of life and manage the traffic congestion, transforming a quiet neighborhood space like Polinsky Park into a high-capacity event destination directly conflicts with the master plan. And the goal to keep our neighborhood pockets peaceful and safe for our young families and seniors. So I respectfully ask the council to stop this project and join us for a dialogue on how we can preserve the Polinsky as a safe, accessible, and quiet space that our children, senior citizens, and family can continue to enjoy safely every day. So thank you. And I don't think we said we need to give it a chance, but we are already seeing all the constructions and the sand being dumped in and all the artificial hedges is being put up. So I think we have lost our patience already. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other members of the public that wish to comment? Sure, please come up. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see. I apologize.
Hi, I'm Dr. Isha Thakur. I live on 19 Keene Lane, which is the backyard of 19 Keene Lane, is adjacent to the Pulaski Park, where this, I have to say, it's a hit and miss activity, what is going on. They are cutting the trees, which was the most serene part of the whole park. It's a small park. It's not a big park. It's a very small park. They used to have a baseball practice for the junior varsity team. So I don't know from now onwards where they are going to practice. For Nicholas Court, for Greenwich, it's directly adjacent to their houses. To come to my house, they have to go through the woods. But JP Stevens is right across the street, and when they do the band practice, we hear everything. But that's okay. For kids, we can bear that. Having a summer concert, having some acoustic guitar with amplifier, it's not going to be good. And the weekend, mind this, starts on Thursday. I don't know in which book the weekend starts on Thursday. We all are very hardworking people. We are minding our business, keeping our lives, busy. Thursday evening, we have to hear to somebody else playing acoustic guitar on an amplifier. I don't think that's the idea of summer fun we are going to have. This is also, as somebody mentioned, that we have a lot of deers and foxes, and that's the beauty of this whole area. The beauty of this whole area is open lands, all these trees, beautiful animals. You go in the morning, I walk my dog every morning and I see this deer grazing. They're unbothered. You walk right past them, they don't care. Now, you have to come and see. They have plastic hedges, literally plastic hedges. On the name of environment preservation, they have put plastic hedges. It looks so disgusting. And they have, if they are saying it's a temporary thing, pilot program, they cannot mess up with the electricity with the pilot program. They have literally put as if a teenager has put a tripod and they have put electricity right there, hanging there, exposed wire on the ground. It is so dangerous. What if your pilot program causes a fire and a couple of the houses get burned? What are we looking for here? We are waiting and watching for houses to get burned. And that's one point. The second point is, in the woods, there are a couple of incidences have already happened that people have tried to break in through the woods. Because it's a we all know each other. It's a very peaceful neighborhood. We all get together on a very regular basis. Couple of times there has been a break-in through the woods. So now what are we trying to do? Introduce people, and when we had a meeting with them, they said, oh, we are having food truck for the people who cannot afford to go to a restaurant. So yeah, so what kind of people are we inviting in feel safe that, oh, we are going to have people who cannot go to restaurant, they are going to eat food truck, and then what they're going to do? They're going to throw the bones on the ground, and what's going to happen? Rodents, whatever the other things going to come with it. But my concern is they're going to explore this neighborhood. They're going to come from the woods, and they might, so we don't want more police in our area to be like, I really appreciate that police is going to be there. They're going to 24 hours, they're going to watch, but we don't want that. We love our neighborhood. We want to keep it like that. Not on the name of development.
Thank you very much. Your time is, I'm sorry, your time
On
is
the
up.
name of development, we don't want anything. Just leave it the way it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great job. If council members can wait till we're finished with the public, and when we close the public portion, if you wish to comment, you're welcome. As a courtesy, I would prefer to get through the residents first. But it's your wish to interrupt if you choose. Welcome. You can move that mic, yeah. Please feel comfortable to move it to your comfortability. Yep.
My name is Lucia Murphy.
Welcome.
We lived on Greenwich Road for about 56 years. Our focus today is on the Woodland Grove preserved open space. We need to continue to embrace nature, not just the lives of our few houses surrounding the area, but for our entire community as a gift to ensure the survival of our world's treasures, our cultural and historical landscapes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other speakers? Sir, please come up. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mike Vidnansky.
Mike, welcome.
Greenwich Road.
Welcome.
Thank you. 43 years on Greenwich Road, 51 years in Edison. Park is right behind my house. I've watched it for 43 years. Good, the bad, the floods, the down power lines, the fires, the vandalism, and everything like that. And the neighborhood is stuck together. We've worked together to keep all of that at a minimum. I myself has crawled into the drainage pipes when the pipes were clogged to prevent as much overflooding as possible in that area. That area has to be protected to stay the same way because it is a precious area dictated by the state of New Jersey as wetlands. As wetlands, it holds itself different than just city or municipal property. There's different laws and regulations that apply to the wetlands, and they have to be followed, and they can't be arbitrarily adjusted for certain things. Now, in regards to environmental health of the sand, I have a little background in that. I gave Pat Coyle a packet the other day because some of us met with them. And there was over 150 citations or references I was able to find on the internet, which related to bacteria, viruses, and fungi in sand areas like that the water is not removing like at the ocean. Stationary, stagnant sand becomes, as the gentleman said before, a litter box. We have hundreds of deer, hundreds of different animal species, birds, many, many different species of birds. And they use that as a dropping site for their business, if you will. that becomes a problem because the stories that are read out or talked about where babies were put into sand like that and their diapers had a problem, or their wipes were left and buried under the sand. The next person comes with bare feet. If they got a cut on a bare foot, they're walking into a virus, a bacteria, or a fungus infection because that sand is not being moved, but it's collecting the deposits from the animals. So from an environmental health perspective, along with what I said before about the total access to the land, because of it being green acres and wetlands by the state of New Jersey, we have to protect it.
Anyone else? Come up, sir.
Kamlesh Patel, Greenwich Road. As you have heard from many of my fellow neighbors, the way to describe the mood right now in the entire neighborhood is confused, rattled, aggravated, emotionally stressed, and most importantly, betrayed. I think there is a lot of great work going around within the township, and we are very proud of being part of the Edison Township. I live in that home for the last 25 plus years, and in Edison for 30 plus years. There's a lot of great things going on with the support from the council, all of you, a lot of great safety work that goes on with the policemen and the firemen. Mayor is doing some great work. We have nothing against the mayor here. What we have here is a puzzling attitude. You have this Polanski Park is a very small piece of land. I don't know how many of you personally know that place. If you don't, please take a drive there. It's a very small piece of land which is surrounded by trees. It's been preserved for a long time, and it serves a very great purpose. There is a baseball field there where kids play. We all walk our dogs. People go relax there. The J.P. Stevens girls team come and practice on their sports activities. So it's serving a purpose. There's an adjoining swing set for kids that town has done that we all appreciate. So there was a lot of great work that was done, and we were all enjoying it. So our complaint is not about don't come in my backyard and do something. That's not what we are saying here. What we are saying here is what went into the decision-making to do an experiment or a trial on a very small piece of land where the vision is or the mission is or whatever that is to draw a magnet of people to come there and buy food from a food truck and walk into a bench, an artificially housed set of decorative puzzled. What decision process has gone into this? If there was a decision process and some rationale and logic. Because to us, like Steve said, seems like it was a hush-hush. Maybe some bunch of money got fall into somebody's lap and it got funded and all that stuff. So our request is that if the vision is to have a summer social, that's the wrong place. Absolutely. The vision of our summer social, I'm all for it. We are all for it. Our challenge and the question is, the site that was picked was absolutely a disaster. It's not meant for that. Summer socials are meant where you have plenty of parking, the ground is big, where the noise, when it gets amplified, is still absorbed within the boundaries of the campus. My house is 5 yards from a stage that's built. Like from here, that stage where they're going to play guitar is in front of my backyard. So the other thing that people have mentioned, the temporary makeshift electrical connections. My house was robbed 3 years ago, and I lost all of my jewelry. I submitted 5 different written requests to the township and to PSENG for 2 years. Those pole lights, those 4 lights that Robert talked about, I've been out for 2+ years. While everybody who talks about summer social are sleeping. The entire park is dark. As soon as we saw the trucks unloading the sand, we started writing letters because we are disciplined, obedient citizens. I personally wrote letters that many of my friends here have signed, and we have sent it to many of you. hand-delivered last Monday. We have met with Dan Reeve and Pat Coyle yesterday. We are trying to understand what is the mission, what's going on. So thank you for listening. I'm not going to take a lot more time.
Thank you. Anyone else? I just want to answer, well, not answer, just give the gentleman, so I believe, and I think Walter in the back will correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Plansky Park is 4.8 acres or 4.75?
No.
No. What is it?
It's really about 30 acres.
What?
Park might be big, but the open space where this is happening is very small.
Right, the usable area is very
The usable
small.
area.
There's a lot of green acres in there.
Right, but I'm talking about what's considered the park itself. I thought it was about 4 acres.
Oh, yes, the usable area.
Usable, yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for letting me talk. I'm Dr. Vijaya
Name and
Nima.
address.
I'm Dr. Nima, and I live in on Nicholas Court, 6 Nicholas Court, to be specific.
Thank you.
Fortunately, we are in New Jersey. We have a lot of beaches. I think everybody can go to beaches and enjoy there rather than in the park areas. Secondly, I wish all of you had houses surrounding us so that you would understand what agony we are going through. That's all. Thank you.
Anyone else? Walter.
Walt Stoschel, 2118 Oak Tree Road. This week is a very special week here in Edison. It is Independence Week coming up. Edison is a historic town, and the American Revolution did happen here in Edison, and we are doing things this week to highlight the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution here in Edison with events for everyone around Edison. On Sunday, June 28th, 2026 at 9:30 a.m., I'm leading a hike of the Short Hills Battlefield. We're going to meet at the end of the Hayduck Lane off of Woodland Avenue. This is the location of the main engagement of the Battle of Short Hills, which took place there on June 26, 1777. On Monday, June 29th, History in the Making, Making Your Own Time Capsule will be held at Minnieville Community Center from 6 to 9 p.m. on Monday. Also on Monday, June 29th, the Edison Library on Plainfield Ave will have New Jersey Revolutionary Rival, a lecture by Rick Gefkin, a very good speaker and a very good author. On Thursday, July 2nd, here at the Municipal Complex, there'll be a dedication of the new America 250 Edison Playground and the time capsule at the new playground on Municipal Boulevard right out there. Later on Thursday, July 2nd, there'll be fireworks at the Plainfield Country Club at 9 p.m. up there in North Edison off of Inman Avenue. And then on Saturday, July 4th, it starts off with the commemorative reading of the Declaration of Independence at the Piscataway Town Burial Ground, Swales Park at 9 a.m. If you know that area, the burial ground is on the Old Post Road, and on July 8th, 1776, the Declaration was brought through Piscataway Town on its way to New York to be read by the American Army on July 9th. And then later on July 4th, we're having the celebration here at Papiani Park at 5:30 p.m. with the fireworks at 9:15. On Monday at the Edison Library, there'll be a lecture on the African Americans during the Revolution at 7 p.m. And there'll be other events as the summer goes on throughout Edison. Meeting, I mentioned the historic trolley trip we're going to do, and that will be on August 2nd and 16th. So that's what's going on. We have a very historic week. We're doing a lot in Edison. I don't think any other town is doing as much as we are next week. We give everybody July 3rd off. It's the federal holiday, and you can go somewhere else and see fireworks that day. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Walt. Anyone else?
My name is Bharti. I am resident of 16 Nicholas Court, and I'm the most impacted person over there. So I just want to add on a few things. About the cleanliness, we have a skate park in the back of Polensky Park, in the area of Polensky Park Wood, and there is a lot of trash there always. Kids come, high school kids come there, they drink there are broken glasses. So you have maintained this, you have flipped this area, and nobody have looked at what's at the entrance of this park. As soon as you enter on the left side, there is that skate park, which is always filled with trash. So that skate park is always filled with trash. And other thing is, everybody is moving to AI. We work in office, we come back home, and we have to do a lot of trainings and certification, and we need quiet time. We get weekends to do those things, and with so much noise, we will need to go into our basements to feel quiet. And I'm right there. That sand is right next to my house. That's it.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Conway, 20 Netherwood Circle. I know I repeat myself quite often, but yesterday or the day before on Inman Avenue, we had another crash, and the fire department was there and the police were there directing traffic, and the road was pretty well closed for a while. And again, I did not get a Nixle or Nixle's friend to find out that I was going to have difficulty getting out of my development. So that did turn out to be a problem, even though the people that had ability to get through because of the policemen said they were very considerate as to do as much as they could. But Inman Avenue is still a racetrack, and from what I hear, someone was just trying to back out of their driveway, and it turned out to be a big mess. So again, I'm going to appeal that Inman Avenue be looked into continuously. And every time I pull out of my block with my husband, he brings up Rich Brasher should live right off of Inman Avenue because he doesn't understand what's truly going on. So this is amongst things I know the police understand, but we truly need to move on and do something about that. It's a big pathway for people to go through, and it's a real racetrack if you want to try and get out of the developments along Inman Avenue. And if someone could look into Nixle and the friend, I'd truly appreciate it. The other day, changing the subject, I brought my 3 grandsons to Minnie Beeville because they wanted to go on the big park. They love to climb. It's much bigger than other parks. But there's a day camp going on there. And the woman was very kind. She came over and said, I see the boys are having a great time, but in 20 minutes, those 70 children are going to be joining them. And she was afraid about the little 2-year-old. So I said, well, is there a camp at Shamrock Park? And she said, no, nobody ever goes to Shamrock Park for anything. So we got in the car and we went to Shamrock Park. And you know, it was funny, I was looking around at the park. It's got the big field, it's got a parking lot, it's got a long drive, it's got a concession. And I thought to myself, and I didn't know what a big problem it was causing, I thought to myself, I wish they'd utilize this park for events at this end of town, because it's very well trimmed, it's maintained. Sometimes when we go there, I see the DPW working on it, and my grandsons love it because it's like a private park for us when we go there. So it might be a consideration. I can never get a clear answer as to it's a county park, but Edison maintains it. I know the Shamrocks used to have their field there, and I know they do rent it out, so it might be a consideration. So it would be appropriate. It's not, the neighborhood is a little further away than I know Polanski Park. My daughter played softball there when she was at J.P. Stevens, and I always thought that park was a hidden treasure, and I would hope that it would kind of stay the same. My only other question, and I bring it up also, is the shuttle service, if you could answer me. I ran out of my 4 minutes.
It's no, it's okay. So first, does the chief over there want to comment on Emmett Ave and the traffic? I mean,
I do commonly have my traffic bureau up there, and they issue summonses up there. I look at all the statistics. But it is a situation where, as we have to try to get with the county to do something up there with the road, we have talked to them in the past. We still continue to talk to them about it. I'll continue to have selective enforcement up there to obviously try to make the roadway safer with all the motorists that are speeding there, as you say.
It's 40 miles an hour.
Yeah. But we have given a lot of summonses out there to try to obviously curtail the speeding there. But I'll continue to deploy them there.
thank you, chief.
Welcome.
Joyce?
I've listened, Joyce Ship, Edison, New Jersey. I've listened to the residents. And, you know, I really feel like, I feel really bad for them. You live a place 48 years, 50 years. You want to sit on your porch. You just want to sit on the backyard. You might want to read a book, listen to some jazz. As we are seasoned citizens, you just want to do that at this time in your life, you know. And like she said, they got Shamrock Park available down there on the other end. And I don't understand why these people were not given opportunity to speak. You know, I just heard something, so I'll do this and I'll just do this thing without anybody's knowledge. And then I'm looking at it, I'm saying, wait a minute. You got the library over here, they extended that library over here. Then you got the school over here where you got this big band playing, and y'all was okay with that because there's children back and forth. Then they want to put all these food trucks in front of you, and that's a 2-lane road. That's why it takes me like, I can get to East Brunswick quicker than I can get to North Edison. 2-lane road, and I'm like, so where are all these people parking and stuff? What are they gonna? They're gonna use the J.P. Stevens parking lot, or are they gonna be like in your neighborhood? Like, nobody thinks of anything, and it's like a crying shame that somebody comes and says, "Oh, I don't have the plans yet for the pilot program. I don't have the." Where are the plans? Where's the stuff? Like, how you gonna have a pilot program and everything? And I wish I would have told that to my principal while I was standing there. Well, I've got a good lesson here, but I don't have a plan. Okay? That doesn't make any sense. And number 2, anybody get a chance, look up Iron Mountain and look up Edison. And look up data center, all right? Because that's down the street from my house. The toilet is black and gooey and all that stuff. The internet goes in and out all the time, but they, like, whatever. They said, well, it's supposed to have had the same footprint as the New York Times, all right? But I looked it up, and I looked up lithium batteries. I'm like, lithium batteries? That's not paperwork. So did we sneak a data center into Edison that I don't know about that's down the street from me? Because I'm telling you, look up Iron Mountain, look up Edison, and they are the ones who propose these data centers all over the place. And I would hate for that, for the people who are supposed to serve us, who we voted for, that lose their souls and just sell their soul out just to be part of that. Just like I've seen some people, when these people were up here talking, they don't care because it's not their neighborhood. That noise and all that, the food from the food trucks, the garbage here, you know that. You know, people just drop garbage all over the place now. It's not like it was when I was growing up, don't be a litter bug. No, everybody wants to be a litter bug now. You know what I mean? That's very, very sad that you're gonna have to put up with that. And you know, you've already been patient, you've always been okay. But I'm sure that if you live that way by a park and that close to a park, you don't want all that noise and all that stuff going on with the amp. And then let me tell you something. So what if somebody's playing the acoustic guitar? The crowds and the people, you think they don't generate noise? Go somewhere and see if you don't, you can see somebody here, you know, and they just generate all that noise. And, you know, I just feel very disappointed in people who sit back and say, oh, it's a pile, it's a pile. Go to their house, go to their neighborhood, leave town, do whatever you want to do, and see how it feels. Just see how it feels when you're trying to read a little book, okay? Or you're trying to listen to a little bit of jazz. Just think about it.
Council President, just real quick, I just want the residents of the area of Pulaski Park to know that I hear you loud and clear. My council colleagues hear you loud and clear, and I'm sure our business administrator will bring your concerns back to the mayor. I can reassure you I will have a conversation with the mayor about this as well.
Although I may have left the dais, I was listening to each one of you on our YouTube channel, so I didn't miss much. Thank you for covering me, Council Vice President. Is there anybody else who'd like to make a comment? Motion. Did you close the public portion?
No, not yet.
Can I have a motion to close the public portion?
Motion to close.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. The public portion is now closed. Did any, we're at a motion to adjourn. I did not have a chance to make much comments, and I think each member was concerned. I was told there weren't any trees cut there. And again, this is not going to be a back and forth, but we're going to investigate and go there. I can promise you, each member of the council will go there to take a look. And tomorrow morning, I'll try to go there before work and take a look at what you're putting up with, what has changed. And I'm sorry that has happened. It's definitely a shock to you to have a park that's not active and all of a sudden all this activity is happening. And I will go there. And I'm sorry that you have to come here and be disturbed. Some residents have been paying taxes for 56 years. You have a little sanctuary there. I get that. And I definitely will look into it. But I do want to share with you, this may not be of interest to you today, but I'm sure you know anybody can rent your park and have an event there. I just want you to be aware of that, unless there's something different I know from Mr. Stolschel, which I will look into later. It's a park. It could be rented for any event as long as they go through public safety. It's not something, we don't have a constitutional right to say you can't have an event in a park. And I don't even think you have to be an Edison resident to have an event in a park. I just want to be fair to share that with you. This is something within our control, and I think this council will certainly move to have a discussion with the mayor. The mayor has mentioned to me yesterday, he called Councilman Kentos and I and he said, I'm going to meet with him and address this issue. Tomorrow we're meeting there, I believe. So, yeah, we meet, and then he was going to speak to you guys after. So I'm not in his defense for every action, but he did say he was going to speak to you. Well, doesn't mean your opinion is going to change. But I have to just share to make sure you understand that anyone can rent your park, and some parks that are not that active can become active, whether it's through baseball, now cricket. Baseball wasn't popular yesterday, cricket will be popular tomorrow. That's a very interesting park. Rich and I have been over there a bunch of times to look at it, to see what can be done. I like quiet, and I support where you're at, and I will look into this. I just wanted to share at least.
Council President,
Yes.
Can I just share some history? And a couple of residents brought it up, but it's history that an administration really should listen to. I don't know if it was 12 years ago or 16 years ago. We had a new mayor in Edison. His name was June Choi. And June Choi came down and he said to the residents, I'd like to meet everybody. I'd like to do whatever you want for your park. I feel that you guys have been very supportive of me, and he wanted to actually make improvements. We had a meeting at J.P. Stevens. There's 20 people here, and they have signatures of 90. At that meeting were probably approximately 200, right? Like, I know some of the people were there, and we took up rows of seats in there. at the end of the day, the people wanted the park clean, trimmed, and they didn't want it turned into a circus or like an event planning type place, of which the mayor was so grateful because budget-wise, right, he didn't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on that park. So what's happened here today is it's really the same thing, except that we didn't have that meeting with all the residents, you know, and that's really what I'm hearing, is that we haven't heard it. And as one resident said, I forgot who it was, about the skate park, right? We have a skate park back there. It's not really a skate park. The children built it. But there's been furniture back there. It would be nice if we could go back there and clean that, you know, on a weekly basis, because you're not going to stop the kids at this point. But I just wanted you to know that another mayor, you know, did try this, was offering anything the residents wanted, and the residents wanted the park the way it is. That's why it's been like that. That would be it, Council President.
Council President? I have an answer for you on the trees, if
Sure,
that's
please.
okay. There are 2 dead trees that were there alongside the pathway and some branches. So there were 2 dead trees that were removed. The mayor is going to have a meeting on July 1st. And if anybody will reach out to the residents to have that public forum.
Thank you very much. Hearing all council members who spoke, can I have a motion to adjourn the public meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Have a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. It's 9:50. Thank you.